Kevin. So it's Roman what? Floco?
Yes, sir. FLOCO.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Mary's Catholic High School. It's time right now to recognize your 2024-2025 4A Arizona State Champion.
Check 1, 2. You hear me? Can you hear me, Robin?
Yes, sir. I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Put this closer to your mouth. There you go.
That's a little better.
That's better.
There you go.
How about now? Can you hear me better? A pleasant good evening to you from Boole Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary's High School. Alongside my man, Roman Volkel.
Yes.
Kevin Derryberry with you. Here we are at brand new gymnasium. It's an old building, but brand new digs inside. The court's been refurbished. There's a fresh coat of paint on the building. Brand new seats inside the gymnasium. And it's a championship atmosphere. I welcome you in, Roman, a Walter Cronkite student at Arizona State University. Welcome in.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Such a blessing to be featured on here. And yeah, former 4A state champions looking to repeat against a very good Prescott Badgers team. High school basketball is back, man. Doesn't get much better than this.
Coach Lopez leading St. Mary's in his 9th year, and as Roman mentioned, the defending 4A state champions. They took care of business against Deer Valley a year ago. They went 18-12 on the year, and they finished the year inside Veterans Memorial Coliseum with a 59-55 win over Jed Dunn and the Deer Valley Skyhawks. It was a thrilling game. It was wire-to-wire action, and we saw the franchise for St. Mary's, Cam Williams, step up and do Cam Williams type things, shoot threes, shoot from the parking lot, and then wreaking havoc inside blocking shots.
Yes, sir, he does about everything. He averaged a double-double last year. Really phenomenal. ESPN Top 100, number 3, number 1 ranked in Arizona. And this St. Mary's team has about everything you want in a repeat champion situation.
Well, they got Cam Williams. We mentioned he's already committed to the University of Duke. He'll be a Blue Devil, and we'll say that an awful lot going forward. But number 3 in the nation, that just speaks volumes on what's going on here in the great state 48, what kind of talent we have here in the Valley, and it's an explosion of talent.
It's truly phenomenal all over the state, and to have one of the best and our very own here at St. Mary's, it's an exciting time to be a Knight.
Let's get to the starters here for Damon Lopez, now in year number 9 here at St. Mary's, a one-time Apollo Hawk, and he has a tremendous game in his own right, and now he's a tremendous coach. It'll be Cam Williams starting up front. He's a 7-foot senior. He'll start it forward. You'll see Cam handle the rock and do just about everything on the floor here in this first game. Also starting in backcourt will be 5'10" senior guard Elijah Romo. And then up front, we'll see 6'9" junior Ashton Musser, and he'll be joined by sophomore at 6'4" guard Carter Bagley, and then Sebastian Hatsakorzian also will get the start tonight, a 6'4" senior. One thing we can see about St. Mary's right away, Roman, and that is they've got size and a ton of athleticism.
Oh, man, yeah, you can't beat it. You got a 7-footer in the paint, matched along with another big man. Prescott kind of looks outmatched size-wise, but they fight with a lot. They're continuously fighting for a chance on top of the 4A division. And, you can't ask better than a Game 1 rematch of the semifinals in last year's 4A conference.
Here are the starters for Travis Stedman, the head coach. He's been around the program in the year 25-26. It'll be Chase Stedman. He'll run the point. He's a 6-foot junior guard. Caden Lozen will start on the wing. He's a 6'6" sophomore guard. Jake Diener starts on the wing, 6'3" senior. And then Jack Gulliher, he'll also start at a wing spot, a 6'3" senior. And then Drew Jolly will start up front. He's a 6'8" power forward. We're going to pause here and send it to commercial as we send ourselves to the national anthem as we experience, and we will have a word of prayer here before tonight's ball game.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Pretty tough decision there, eh, Pat?
Not really. This time I'm using AI to decide.
Wow.
What do you think, AI? RAV4, solid choice. Oh, sorry, this is my neighbor, Augustus Ironside. Super smart.
Every Toyota is an intelligent choice. Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for $359 a month, or the all-new 2025 Camry for only $319 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
We welcome you back inside Boole Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary's High School. Kevin Derryberry alongside Roman Floco. And it is game number 1 as we roll over November to December. And that means it's basketball season. And we find ourselves here front and center for St. Mary's basketball. Preseason rankings, top 5 in the state of Arizona. An open qualifier a year ago. And as we mentioned in the open, they went all the way to the state championship and conquered the 4A conference with that 4-point victory over Jet Dunn's Deer Valley Skyhawks. Now our PA announcer, Steve Mitchell, introducing the starters here for Prescott. As we mentioned that the Badgers last year had a magnificent year. They went 22-7 under Travis Stedman, and they went undefeated in the 4A Grand Canyon region. 12-0 is pretty good, Roman.
That's pretty magnificent, and yeah, it's not easy to do, especially in region play. There's some true hate in those divisions as we get both of region winners in St. Mary's and Prescott. We are in for a treat.
The lights are out here inside Boole Gymnasium. As you can probably see, the lights from the phones in our student section, they call them the bleacher creatures, and they are one of the best student sections to represent their high school program here in the great state 48 as we meet their starters here for Damon Lopez. And as Coach Lopez addressed the crowd before tonight's basketball game, he welcomed everybody to the new digs here. And we call it Boole Gymnasium. And you can tell that the administration spent a couple of nickels here this past offseason. As we mentioned, the refurbishing of the gym and the brand new bleachers. And the idea was to create an atmosphere where people could come and feel safe and get entertainment from the St. Mary's basketball program. The JV, did they not entertain to kick things off? The freshmen took care of business, I believe. And then here the junior varsity, 44 seconds to go. They got a game-winning shot down on the low block, added a free throw, and the rest is history. The junior varsity able to take care of business to open the campaign up here for the Knights.
That was a fantastic game. I wish that was televised as they were going back and forth in that final minute. Ended up with the St. Mary's and 1 called game, and here we go.
There he is, the future Duke Blue Devil, Cam Williams, in the middle of the court. Cam, again, listed at 7 foot. And when I talked to Cam this weekend, and I'm 6'4", and I was looking up at Cam, and he is a tall man. He controls the tip, and he tips it out. And for the Knights, controlling that tip, that was Carter Bagley. He had a chance to score and just missed the bunny layup. Prescott with the basketball as St. Mary's clad on their all-white with the green numerals. And there is a runner, and the first shot of the year for Prescott, no good. The rebound, the putback is up and good for the Badgers. And that was the big fella. That's Drew Jolly. You looking for size here in this opener, Roman? We got size. How about the sophomore, 6'8", 185. He gets it done in the middle for the Prescott Badgers.
Man, it's going to be a great matchup watching him and Cameron Williams battle it out in the paint.
There's a 3 right in front of us, sizing it up. That's Jake Diener, and he rips the cords on a 3-point basket for Prescott. They open up the scoring here. They lead it 5-0. Cam Williams handles it out front. He'll shoot it from 3, and he'll knock it down. Cam Williams, his first shot of the season is a triple as it circled the cylinder and then dropped through the well.
Man, watching him shoot that shot is truly a thing of art.
Cam Williams now playing defense out front. He's got a free roam over there. He can do what he can to play D. That long 3, no good. And grabbing the rebound right there at the perimeter for Prescott. That's Cade Lozen. And we're going to get our first foul of the 2025-26 season. And it will go against the St. Mary's Knights.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. They split the series last year. Prescott actually got the win over in game 1, and then St. Mary's got the revenge later on, so great matchup.
Yeah, the Badgers are 1-2 lifetime. This is the 4th ever meeting amongst these programs. Handle the ball out in front of the St. Mary's bench that time for Prescott. That's Jake Diener. He's got the 3, and then Jolly's got the 2, so it's 5-3 now after the 3-pointer by Cam Williams. By the way, that first foul was whistled against Cam Williams, as Williams will draw the defensive assignment on Cade Lozen. So you're going to go a 7-footer to defend this 6'6" wing player right there, and you got some size to work with there, Roman.
Man, it's crazy to look at. I've never seen a 6'6" man get towered over. It's surely a thing of beauty in the sport.
And it's a real testament for this Prescott Badgers, another small community that's thriving. And how about the Badger unis, the Jordan look, not too shabby. They get it in, and they're scoring it down low is Jake Diener. So Diener's got a quick 5, that time showing you his athletic ability, hanging and hitting. With the ball for St. Mary's, there's a block shot. Shooting the rock there for the Knights was Ashton Muster, and that shot was blocked. I don't know if it's Jolly or it was Lozen that got a hand on it, but it's good defense there by Prescott. They have a 4-point lead here opening couple of minutes.
Yeah, it looks like Jolly reached up and got a hand on it. Completely altered the possession and gives Prescott a huge chance to go up here.
There's a shot down there in the paint, and that basket is good, I believe, for the Badgers.
Drew Jolly hits it from the baseline, and man, what a great shot there.
Jolly now with 4, handling it against Cam Williams as they double team him out front. Whips a pass to the corner and shooting that 3 from the corner for St. Mary's. That was Elijah Romo. His first shot of the season is swatted out of bounds. So right now the Prescott length is creating an awful lot of havoc here for the St. Mary's Knights in this opening quarter as they Badgers lead it here by 6. Pulling the trigger on the inbound, baseline left. That's Elijah Romo. And that ball will go backcourt. It will be an over and back. That's going to be a turnover.
With a lot of heart to make up for it.
Chase Stebbin driving, spinning, shooting, can't get the shot, but way above the rim to get the rebound was Cam Williams. That's what they like about him and at Duke University. He can drive and he can also create. He'll leave it down low for Hatsakorsian. And as Hatsakorsian roaming that baseline, he got free. And before he can get a shot up, he gets clobbered down low. Picking up the foul for the Badgers, that is Chase Stebbin. That is the coach's son, and Chase has received college interest from the NAIA's Grace College as well as Taylor University. And when you speak of Grace, that's one of the top programs in all the land. Now Williams will come back and have a conversation here with Coach Lopez as Hatsakorsian shoots a couple free throws, and he jars them both. Nice job there by Sebastian. Played in 21 games a year ago, averaged 3.1 points a ball game. And the Badgers deficit, or make it the Knights deficit in this case, they're down by 4. Underneath, throwing it up off the glass. That was Caden Lozen, and that shot was waved off. So I think they called it travel underneath.
Yeah, I believe so. Some arguing from the Prescott players. They believe it should have went their way, but in the end, it's not turned.
Handling out front is Elijah Romo. Shooting it from 3 and burying it, Sebastian Hatsakorsian.
The Knights are gaining some momentum as they get comfortable here in their first game of the season.
Badgers working it. Starting from outside the arc, driving it in, and now running in some good defense. That was Jake Diener. Now in front, it's Chase Stebbin. Defending him for St. Mary's was Elijah Romo. Shooting a 3, and that one's off the heel of the iron. Fighting for the rebound, still fighting forward, and it's going to be tapped out last touch by the Prescott Badgers. Jake Diener didn't think he touched it last. That'll be a break for the St. Mary's Knights. And over there, it was Sebastian Hatsakorsian with the hustle for St. Mary's.
Huge break for the Knights as they're kind of sneaking their shoes in and getting comfortable. This is Prescott's 4th game of the year playing in the Have It All Thanksgiving tournament, so it's great to see that they're getting used to it, getting comfortable out there as you can see the shift.
Bagley shoots a 3, can't get an offensive rebound for St. Mary's. Williams down low to Musser. He'll go up strong and score. Musser muscles one up over the Prescott defense, and the Knights have their first lead of the evening. Comes inside, 4 minutes to go. Stedman with it at right wing now. Now to defend him with a man-to-man defense. Again, it's Elijah Romo. Getting free on the baseline that time was Dylan Patterson who checked in. Patterson comes in, and as he tries to make a pass underneath the goal, that ball was swatted out of bounds. Last touch, I believe, by the Knights, Cameron Williams. Timeout taken on the court. It's our first timeout taken here in the game. Roman, we've seen St. Mary's come back on a 6-0 run. It was 9-3 at one point, making a 7-0 run for St. Mary's. They got back in the game, and one way they did it, free throws by Hatzakorzian, and then a couple of threes there by Hatza, and then, of course, Cam Williams.
Yeah, man, you saw a bunch of missed shots, and it looked like they were just getting settled in. First game of the year, and yeah, it looks like they finally got a groove on it, and they're making the Badgers pay as they now lead by 1 in a huge comeback in the first quarter.
What do you like about the new digs here with 3:37 to go? It's a one-point contest, but it's the acoustics in here are outstanding for one. And then I talked to a lot of players on Saturday. They said they like the ability to shoot. It's a good shooting building.
Oh man, it's beautiful. And one thing I want to note out is that St. Mary's night in the middle of the court is the biggest in Arizona. Damon Lopez would love for me to get that out, as he was bragging about it when I was talking to him last week.
Good ball movement here by the Prescott Badgers. Now handling out front is Stebbin. Whips a pass right for the St. Mary's bench. Gets it to Lozen. Little hop, gather, and a attempted shot. And there's good defense there by St. Mary's.
And you see how the student section affects the game. They had a fake shot clock as they were chanting, and they were about 5 seconds too early, so it shows how much the student section and how this investment is already paying off for the Bleacher Creatures.
Jake Diener picks up the personal foul for Prescott. Knights trying to add to this 7-0 run here in quarter number 1. Romo with it. Over to Katzakorzian. Now it's Cam Williams. He'll rise up, shoot a triple off the side of the iron. Romo goes up and out, rebounds. Chase Stebbin. Romo now over to Musser. Musser down low to a cutting Cam Williams, and he'll stuff it for the first time this year. Great pass by Musser. He takes a lot of pride in having court vision, and that time he found a cutting Cam Williams, and he dunked it and made it look easy, and it was pretty. It's Kleiman now. Feed the arc, shoot an in-rhythm three. Patterson can't get it. Rebound controlled by Diener, and as he controlled the basketball, he also shuffled his feet and walked with it. That's a turnover for the Prescott Badgers.
Yeah, man, another turnover. You're just seeing how quick and how the Knights are running with all this momentum.
For Musser, one of his favorite players is Jokinen for the Denver Nuggets, and Jokinen's got a big body. Another pass and cut. Bagley cuts to the hoop, and as he gets to the cup, he's going to be grabbed and fouled. So Bagley will head to the foul line for a couple of free throws. For Bagley, as a freshman, he played in 22 games last year, averaging 4.4 points a ball game. And for Bagley, he was also a very good free throw shooter.
Elijah Romo there finds a good feed right to lead to the foul.
Bagley, well, I said he's a pretty good free throw shooter, and he is over 50%. He's at 64% last season. And the Knights with that 12-9 lead here. It's a 9-0 run here for Carter Bagley's St. Mary's Knights. And it's quiet here. You can hear a pin drop as Bagley has a chance to shoot a pair of free throws. He got 1 or 2.
There you go. Absolutely, yeah. And that's all you need. Keep adding to the lead, keep chipping away, and with the defense that's being played right now, they can get away with that.
Katzakorzian with a steal down underneath, and he tried to feed Cam Williams on the break, and he wasn't able to do so. And now there's an easy one underneath for Prescott. Getting excited down low with Jackson Kleiman. He had a chance to, he had a chance to score down low, but he got a bit excited and then walked with the basketball.
A lot of mental errors coming from Prescott early. They got to really shape it up and score some points and stay focused.
It's a young team. They graduated 8 seniors from last year's semifinal club. Musser in the corner, rise up, shoot a three, can't get it. Rebound controlled there by the Badgers, Drew Jolly. And they tie him up, and now we're going to have a whistle behind the play, and it looks as though this foul is going to go against, they're going to call it a jump ball, and the alternating possession arrow, it will be Prescott's basketball. So the first jump of the season, the arrow pointing to Prescott, and coming out for the Badgers is Caden Lozen. You're watching tonight's game on the St. Mary's Knights YouTube channel. Kevin Derryberry with you alongside Roman Floco. 13-9, Knights have the lead. 1:48 to go, opening frame. And there's a unforced error for Prescott, turning it over off the hands of Chase Stedman. And the Knights will get the extra possession here, leading by 4.
Another mental error there, as the last 4 possessions in Prescott has led to a turnover, so they got to clean it up quick.
Knights on a 10-0 run here in this first quarter. Cam driving, spinning. Might have got away of a shuffle of feet. There's a takeaway, and coming away with the ball is Pedro Jimenez. On the push for Prescott to the near corner. Diener had a touch. They whip it around the arc. Rise up. Another 3. Opportunity. No good for Prescott. Good look on the left wing by Stedman. Rebound ripped down by Musser. Down the corner with it is Elijah Romo. No Brody Postorino tonight. He's a little bit banged up. There's another 3 for Cam Williams. Can't get that. Rebound underneath by Bagley. Tip up, no good. Another chance for Musser. He'll go up again. No good. And right now the Knights are owning the offensive boards. That time the ball was stripped away from Bagley. Good hands underneath by the Badgers' Jake Diener. And it appears as though that Prescott will, well, let's see who's going to get the basketball. Checking in for St. Mary's for the first time. That's Luke Zarab. St. Mary's will get they're going to call it out of bounds off the Badgers. So 57.3, 13-9 our score. It's back. Oh, Bagley's going to get it back to Romo. Shoot a corner pocket 3. No.
Yeah, the size showed a lot there for St. Mary's on that last drive. 4 straight offensive rebounds. That's where they're favored in this game a lot.
Great work there by Carter Bagley, playing an aggressive style of D. And wow, for Prescott, taking a timeout is Travis Stedman. Well, no, I beg your pardon. I thought he was going to take a timeout to try to maintain possession of the basketball. Instead, it's a turnover, and the Knights will get it back.
Yeah, it looks like he did not get it out in time and stepped on the baseline and was called St. Mary's ball again.
Hatzakorzian had it at the right wing, wanted to go down low. Bagley was cutting towards the rim, and the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Badgers. It'll be Romo on the inbound to our left. And his pass is taken away. Luke Zarab was the target on that pass, and unfortunately, the Knights turn it over on their own end.
Turned over leads to a clear path, draws the foul, and 2 are coming up.
So for Prescott, at the foul line here, it will be Pedro Jimenez, and he's going to be looking right into that student section. So for one half of the game, the Badgers are going to look at that sea of black, and of course, all the cheerleaders for the Knights wearing their green uniforms. Jimenez, next free throw, no good. They fight for the loose ball, and for Pierce Tenney, he had a chance at it, and also fighting for it was Hatzakorzian. So it was last touch by Sebastian. Seabass, they call him. So Cam Williams will sit down with 29.5 seconds to go. That's just good coaching by Lopez. Save your franchise. No silly fouls with 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Exactly. It's a long game, and with how you're playing defensively, you can afford get some rest, get ready to go back out there, as this Knights defense is looking sharp.
Tenney driving, throws it up there and can't get the shot. Rebound controlled there by Musser. On the run out, it's Carter Bagley to the corner for Romo. Back to Bagley. Thought about the 3, rethinks it, whips a pass over to Hatzakorzian. He'll dribble out, set things up. Off the screen to get it is Zarab. Now it's Bagley in between the rings. Romo with it. 3 seconds to go. Bagley from the parking lot. He'll shoot it and he'll hit it. Carter Bagley, the super shot of the AIA, and the Knights lead it 16-9.
Fantastic defense, but there's nothing you can do about that. Good defense, a better shot to give the Knights up 16-9 at the end of the first quarter.
Great ball rotation, great hustle by the Knights, unselfish play, and then patience on offense. They drill the triple as time expires. We'll step aside. You're watching St. Mary's Knights basketball on the St. Mary's Knights YouTube channel.
Car wreck? Check. Motorcycle wreck? Check. Truck wreck? Check. Bicycle wreck? Check. UFO wreck? What? In a wreck? You need a check. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
If this is your wreck, you need a check. If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check. Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son. On the field and off.
We welcome you back inside Boole Gymnasium. We're on the campus of St. Mary's High School with Roman Floco. I'm Kevin Derryberry. How about the Knights, Roman? They end the first 8 on a 13-0 heater, and they've taken the lead here 16-9. When things started out, I thought Prescott provided some mismatches for the Knights, and Coach Lopez and his staff quickly making some adjustments, and here they are with some hustle and some grit and some determination, and big shot there by Bagley to end the quarter.
Yeah, they went down early, but they quickly snapped back into reality and have been playing lights out ever since.
Cam slashing to the hoop. He was going up for what would have been maybe a highlight reel dunk. Instead, he lost the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds.
Prescott is a great team on the road. They went 7-1 last year when going into other people's territory, so we can see what they do tonight.
On the drive, that was Stedman. Whips the pass to the right wing, getting it back there is Caden Lozen. His shot's ripped away. That's sent back by Caden Williams. Here comes Caden running the floor to Romo in the corner. Shoot a 3 and bury a 3. Elijah Romo give the dime to Cam Williams as Romo hits a big three-pointer, and that St. Mary's run continues. It's a 16-0 run. The Badgers have not scored since I believe inside 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And Coach Stedman wants to take a timeout and talk things over. What are some things that you've seen, Roman, about this St. Mary's run here, 16-0? What do you like about it?
Slow start, but man, yeah, just like what you said, they picked up 16-0 run. They're really shocked this Prescott team. It doesn't look like they have an answer on any level of the game so far, offense and defensively. But we can see what they do out of this timeout, make some adjustments, and hopefully get back into this game.
One thing we've seen the athletic ability of Cam Williams. He comes in as advertised with the shot blocking skills that he has, wreaking havoc on defense, and then we saw him with that throwdown early in the game that lit this crowd up.
He's living up to that 5-star that he has to his name, and you see it with the shot blocking, the effort, the scoring, the shooting. He can do it about it all, and keep this up. It's going to be a challenge for this Prescott team to take him on and fight back.
Coach Lopez assisted by Kevin Gidney, Eric Green, Jay Shelley, Troy Sirocco, and Adam Zasqueda on the court right now for the Knights. You have Cam Williams, Sebastian Hatsakorzian, Elijah Romo, Carter Bagley, and then Ashton Musser. Musser, 6'9" junior, and he again takes his pride on being a great passer. We've seen him be physical down on the low block, Roman.
Yeah, it's really fantastic to see how good that this Knights defense has been. They're playing with a lot of effort, a lot of heart, and you can tell that their defense identity means a lot to them in this Damon Lopez coach team.
7:15 to go till halftime. 19-9, Knights with the lead, and the Prescott Badgers have the basketball. Bagley's just a sophomore. His cousins are Marvin and Marcus in the Bagley family. Hatsakorzian with some good defense. He got away with maybe a foul there. The cross-court pass is stolen there by Cam Williams. He'll take it the length of the court, come up short, get his own rebound, and then lay it up. That's one thing about Williams. You can't throw the ball through the lane when he's in the middle there. He's just so long and so athletic, and you got to respect his defensive ability.
Absolutely, and another turnover for this Prescott team as the shots keep on getting fired from themselves, right in the foot again. They really got to lock in, straighten up, and be ready to compete. But yeah, going off what you're saying, Cameron Williams, a force to be reckoned with. You got to watch out when he's on the court.
There's a pass, and it's taken away. There's a steal. That's a turnover there for Cam Williams. Credit the steal to Jake Diener. One thing that we've seen about the Knights, and it starts up top, Carter Bagley is just playing some suffocating type defense, and now there's a foul, I believe, on St. Mary's. They're going to give it to the big fella on Ashton Musser. That's his first, and that's just the first team foul here for St. Mary's. 6:36 to go till halftime. 21-9, an 18-0 run for the Knights. Very impressive. But it's all started with that defense, Roman.
Absolutely. As we see again, another turnover going St. Mary's way as the ball gets kicked out. You can just see how much they care about this defense and what that means to them as they are playing lights out.
I beg your pardon, my friend. 3 consecutive trips down, 3 turnovers. On the court for St. Mary's, that's Sebastian Ondua, a 5'9" freshman. There's a 3 from Badger. No good. The follow by Williams.
What a putback dunk by Williams. Read it off the board perfectly, timed it, matched, and makes them pay.
You got to love the hops. You can't teach the size or the hops, and then the ability to read and react and then stuff it on the putback. That was outstanding. And the drive by Stedman. Somehow he gets it down low to Jolly, and again, that shot's blocked. Great defense there by Cam Williams. How about the handles by the freshman? Feed Bagley. He'll shoot a 3, no good. And Hatsakorsian lays it up with the follow.
It's hard to come back when the Knights are so talented, but they're playing with this much heart. It's an amazing basketball team to see.
They started slow, but they figured it out early, and now they're putting it on Prescott. And nice defense there underneath.
Another great defensive possession from the Knights.
Ondua to Bagley. Instead of shooting there, he'll take it in and lay up with the right hand and just finish it. Carter Bagley. That is magnificent work. Right now, the St. Mary's Knights firing on all cylinders. And with 5:21 to go, we're going to get a timeout taken on the court. One thing that Coach Stedman said, hey, we got to survive the first 2 minutes. Well, they did do that. They survived the first 2 minutes, but it's been everything after that that hasn't really worked for the Prescott. And right now, at a time like this for Prescott, they miss the franchise from a year ago, Uriah Tennant.
Absolutely, yeah. Their top 8 leading scorers last year were seniors, so this is a completely new team, a completely new identity to find, and they're going to have to reach deep to find it here tonight.
And just think, Roman, St. Mary's will not send out their best starting 5 until later in the season. They got a transfer in from Boulder Creek. We're speaking of Nick Reardon. This young man can fill it up. He's a good defender. He can shoot it well. He can facilitate. And they bring another winner into the St. Mary's Knights basketball program.
Absolutely. The more I watch this team, he's going to fit in right in with the scheme. This gritty, talented roster, I think he's going to be another huge threat that teams are going to have to worry about in the back end of the season. In the second quarter.
24-0 run for St. Mary's. Haven't seen a run like this in quite some time. Jim. That would bring including his student athletes here, and what an opening night here. The place is just about at capacity.
He was telling me living up to every expectation he set for me.
And clearing the glass there is Cam Williams. Open. You'll see Cam bring the ball up the court. Feed the right wing, and shooting a 3 for St. Mary's is Jacob Kuhn. And he just left that one a little bit short. Good defense by the Badgers.
Yeah, the Badgers looking to come out. Oh, huge steal here.
Here's Cam Williams. He goes up, and on his way up, he takes quite the tumble. Pressure, and the Knights pressure on guards for Prescott. They are stymieing the ball carrier, or in this case, the guard. And you saw Cam there with the steal, and he was ready to give us another highlight reel kind of dunk when I believe he got grabbed and fouled. So yeah. Cam to the bench, or Cam to the foul line for a pair.
Scary foul there. I'm glad to see him get up in one piece, and he's all good, ready to go. But yeah, it looks like this Prescott defense came up with a new came up with a new defensive strategy as you see them doubling on the perimeter.
Cam Williams in 18 games as a junior, 18-point scoring average. And for Cam, shots foul line. It's one of those things when you start to refer to him as one of the top 5 players in the nation, especially in his class, number 3 ESPN ranking in their top 100. the 70% free throw shooting, that's something you could see him improve on. I'd expect him to wind up, 80 plus to 90 this season. And the free throws are good there. 29-9. 26-0 run for St. Mary's here on opening night as Carter Bagley will sit down and get a much-needed breather.
If you haven't been introduced to tonight's basketball, this is a perfect opener as you see what this team is all about, showing in these early slate of this game.
Handling out front at the top of the circle was Jack Gallagher. And now we're going to get a hold on St. Mary's. I think they're going to put that foul on Cameron Williams. Cam doesn't agree with that. For Cam, that's foul number 2 for him. 29-9, 26 straight for St. Mary's. Pulling the trigger on the inbound to our right is Pierce Tenney. Carter Bagley up off the bench and will report to the scores table, and he will head in as Cam will sit down. Cam pleading his case to the official that he did not commit a foul, and the official disagrees. The foul will stick. He'll sit down. Inbound pass. That's blocked. Nice defense again by the Knights. It was either Kewen or Ondua with the stop there down low. It was another rejection. That's the 4th block shot in the first half for St. Mary's.
Ondua, not the tallest guard, but man, he got up there, swatted the ball. It's just showing you everyone plays a part in this electric Knights defense. It's really they're putting on a clinic and making a statement in their first game of the year.
For Ondua, a 5'9" freshman, he's got a lot of personality. That young man has got a big spot in the room. Straight away 3, and that one's straight in. The bleeding has stopped for Prescott. Hitting that one was Jack Gallagher. And for Gallagher, he's one of the leaders on this club.
Gallagher ending a huge drought for Prescott. Able to stop momentum, pause it for a bit, and see where you can come back and fight. Punch back here.
Gallagher played in 23 games a year ago, 1.4 scoring average. Up to Bagley. And that pass down low to Hatzakorzian is taken away. So one of the rare miscues here for St. Mary's in the first 16 minutes.
No damage done, though, as another travel comes in for the Badgers as they are killing themselves here, inflicting a lot of self-harm. And
so Musser will sit down on the inbound. They get it to the young man, Sebastian Ondua. That's a couple of Sebastians on this squad, 2 of them, Hatzakorzian and Ondua. Ondua's right there, baseline drive, they cut it off. Good defense that time by the Badgers. Now it's Sarab out front to Bagley, little stutter step. He'll drive, leave it in the corner. Out to get it was Jacob Kewen. Hatzakorzian steps in, angle right, over to Bagley. He'll shoot an in-rhythm triple and knock it down. Carter Bagley with another 3-point basket. He's got 2 of those here in half number 1. It's now 32-12.
Bagley looks so comfortable. It was great defense by the Badgers, but the Knights unfazed, kept passing the rock and found their guy.
Another left angle 3 for Prescott. That's Chase Stedman, wouldn't go. And on the push, it's Carter Bagley. He lost it. It went off his thigh, and that's a turnover for Carter Bagley and the St. Mary's Knights. A rare turnover here. Another long 3 won't go for Gallagher. Rebound controlled by Carter Bagley and the St. Mary's Knights. On the race out, takes it in deep, and he tried to split 2 defenders. And that ball will be knocked out of bounds. So it was last touch, though, by Prescott. Back on the court for the Badgers is Drew Jolly. All 6'8" of Drew Jolly. Ondua will inbound it to the baseline to our left as he continues to survey, still looking, and gets it out to Hatzakorzian. Hatzakorzian spelled Hatsakorzian. Hatzakorzian, 6'4", senior.
That last night gave me nightmares reading it last night. Thought about it all night, but glad we were able to get that underway.
I think he told me he's originally from Serbia, but I'd have to double check that one. He'll take it to the hoop, and he'll go up strong and just couldn't get the finish. Great left hand there. As you can see, the young man Sebastian with those kink kicks. There's a 3. Pink kicks is the idea. 3, no good for the Badgers. Good look for Prescott's Pedro Jimenez. Another offensive rebound by Prescott. No Cam Williams right now, so the Badgers have a little life and have some opportunity to rebound the basketball, and that time they just outworked St. Mary's on that sequence. Good defense there by Zarab. Now it's Kewen, and there's a steal. How about that young man at 5'9", leaping up and taking that entry pass away. On Dua to Kewen. He'll drive, spin, and feed on Dua in the corner. Out to defend him for Prescott was Pierce Tenney. Hatsakorzi in a three, no. Rebound by Zarov. Back to Hatsakorzi, and he thought about it. Instead of whip a pass across to Kewen. He'll size it up, shoot it, left it short. It's tipped out. They fight for the loose ball, and it's eventually grabbed by the Badgers' Jake Diener.
The Badgers do find themselves down 20 here, but I will say they are not laying over and letting this Knights team do whatever. They are showing some fight.
For Prescott off the weave there was Pierce Tenney. Now the touch by Jimenez. Up top it's Jolly. Over in the corner, that's Gallagher. He'll shoot it. He can't get it. He connected on that straightaway three. He's missed his last three since he connected there. He's 1 for 4 in the quarter. 64 seconds to go. Another timeout taken. And it will be a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Lopez. D'Lo down there on the bench. He's all decked out in the black unis tonight. A one-time Pepperdine coach. He coached the Green Wave in one of the most glorious parts of the country in the West Coast. And again, Damon Lopez from Apollo High. And he was one heck of a high school basketball player for sure.
Absolutely. He's assistant coach under his father, David Lopez, from the Knights, 1996 to 2008. Part of a state champion run there. Had since with, as you were saying, Pepperdine and Glendale Community College. But he came home to the Knights in 2017 and since has made the state tournament every single year, 8 straight times for him, and even brought home gold last year in the 4A division.
Yes, he did.
He's absolutely built the St. Mary's team as a force the last decade, a force to be reckoned with in the 4A division. Very excited to see where he takes this squad this year, especially in the Open.
Well stated on the court, it's Zarab on Dua. Cam Williams will come back in for the final minute free. Carter Bagley's on the court and also checking in for St. Mary's for the first time here with this big lead. It is Nick O'Neal. O'Neal, you can't miss him. He's got the purple shoes on. He's got that shoe drip working. There's Bagley. He's got that quick first step. There's a lot to like about Carter Bagley. I like the show and go. Now give it to Cam Williams. Bounce it once and then go up strong on the defense and get the shooter's touch. Nice job again. You see that length there by Cam Williams. He's so difficult to defend in the middle.
He's already 7 foot as it is, but you add that wingspan and it almost makes him unstoppable, and he's showing it right now in the paint against these Badgers.
I beg your pardon, Roman. He's got that Dikembe Mutombo kind of build, that body type. But you're right, that wingspan is very impressive.
And it's a force to reckon with, and we aren't the only ones that see it. He had picked up offers, ultimately choosing Duke, but he also had some from UT, University of Texas, as well as right here down south at U of A.
Now it's Carter Bagley with it.
Great ball movement from the Knights.
Indeed it was. Three-pointer for Bagley. Had a good look. The follow is good by Cam Williams. The first crack at the follow was from Nick O'Neal. Nick O'Neal listed as a 5'9" freshman. There's one at the buzzer. Good if it goes, and it is left short, and it is off the mark. So we have played 16 minutes here inside Bull Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary's High School. Our score at the break, the Knights 36, the Badgers 12. We'll step aside, pay some bills. You're watching Knights basketball on the St. Mary's Knights YouTube channel.
A little to the left, please. Thank you. A little more.
I'm okay. Get your money working. And for a limited time, get 0% interest for 6 months when you open a new Visa credit card at America First.
Pretty tough decision there, eh, Pat?
Not really. This time I'm using AI to decide.
Wow.
What do you think, AI? RAV4, solid choice. Oh, sorry, this is my neighbor, Augustus Ironside. Super smart.
Every Toyota is an intelligent choice. Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for $359 a month, or the all-new 2025 Camry for only $319 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Here you go. Thank you so much. I brought an extra bottle of wiper fluid. And chamois. It's her favorite chamois. She loves it. And a little something special for story time. Thanks. Oh, here's our number just in case you...
Pretty tough decision there, eh, Pat?
Not really. This time I'm using AI to decide.
Wow.
What do you think, AI? RAV4, solid choice. Oh, sorry, this is my neighbor, Augustus Ironside. Super smart.
Every Toyota is an intelligent choice. Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for $359 a month, or the all-new 2025 Camry for only $319 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Here you go. Thanks so much. I've brought an extra bottle of wiper fluid. And chamois. It's her favorite chamois. She loves it. And a little something special for story time. Thanks. Oh, here's our number just in case you have any questions, and just be a couple hours.
The Crown is always ready for a night out.
Sorry. My tip file.
Get 4.49% on a 2025 Crown or 4.99% on a new RAV4 or 2025 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
A little to the left, please. Thank you. A little more.
Oh, I'm okay.
Get your money working. And for a limited time, get 0% interest for 6 months when you open a new Visa credit card at America First.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks. Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
In a wreck and thinking about dealing with the insurance company yourself? Stop! People represented by an attorney get more than 3 times the money than those who don't have an attorney.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Now get the 2024 Nissan Rogue, one of 6 Nissan vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
All done by Kevin Markham and KGM Builders. And a shout out to our good friend Dan Southworth from Shea Holmes, who made a lot of this possible. And we thank them
the Kelly
very,
green,
very much.
It's beautiful, man. It doesn't get much better than this.
Some leading scorers along the way. Cam Williams led everybody with 13. And you saw what he could do above the rim. There's a baseline jumper. That is Gallagher. Jack Gallagher, he now has 5 points. There's a steal by the Prescott Badgers, Caden Lozen, and he's on the score sheet here.
Yeah, the Badgers jump out quick, and they're going to jump out even quicker.
Badgers with a 4-0 run to begin quarter number 3.
4-0 run for the Badgers, and they're going to retain possession again. Wow, quick jump from the Badgers. Coming out of this for the second half with heart.
Lozen with a bucket and Gallagher with the basket. Prescott will inbound it to our left on the baseline. Bagley will defend on the court for Damon Lopez. It's Sebastian Hatsakorzian, Carter Bagley, Ashton Musser, Cam Williams, and then Elijah Romo. We saw some good minutes there from Noah Ondua. A couple of freshmen. Beg your pardon, that was actually the other Ondua. Of course, there's two. We have Noah Ondua, and then we also have Sebastian Ondua. Seabass with some good looks and some nice ball handling.
And Cameron Williams drives to the paint and has a nice lay-in and one. So really stops that Badger momentum and takes it to a quick pause as he's about to shoot his first free throw.
Cam Williams was 1 for 2 his first time at the stripe, and he makes good on the three-point play. He's got a game-high 16 points. This Cam Williams, 39-16. In that first half, St. Mary's enjoyed a 26-0 run, and that's what's propelled them to have this big lead. On the court for Prescott, it's Chase Stebbin, Caden Lozen, Jake Diener, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Jolly, the same starting five. There's some good hands there, active hands there by Cam Williams. It's 2-on-1, and Cam goes up, and he'll stuff it right at the front of the rim. How about that? The steal, the gather, and then running the length of the floor and then throwing it down right at the front of the rim. That was pretty.
And that sums up this game so far. Great defense leading to better offense for the Knights as they are clicking on all cylinders of the game.
18 now for Cam Williams. That pass was nearly taken away. Little telegraph that time for St. Mary's. And Coach Stebbin barking out some instructions for his team. Looked like that message was sent to Drew Jolly. 41-16, 2 minutes gone by. Bagley shoots from three, can't get it. Rebound control there by Romo. Get it down to Musser. Cross-court pass to Bagley. Bagley being defended by Caden Lozen. There's Cam by himself, and he's going to go up and stuff it again. Basket is good. Our three-man officiating crew, Kenny Hostler, James Lee III, and Antonio Gutierrez. Making that call there was James Lee III. I believe that he gave him the and one. So we'll see if Cam shoots one free throw or just the two. It's 43-16. Changes here for Coach Stebbin. Coming out is Chase.
Yeah, went down hard on the foul there, gave it his all, but came down holding the rib cage as he's going to check out.
And he did get credit for the deuce. So Hatsakorzi in there on the offensive glass trying to make a play. Couldn't get it. Rebound there by Prescott. Again, how about Carter Bagley? He is all over the place. That's aggressive play there by Bagley. He doesn't think he fouled anybody. But how about that level of energy on display for 2-1 for the Knights? Just giving it to him.
He's everywhere. He's playing with a lot of heart, a lot of aggression, and it's so fun to sit up here and watch it because there's nothing better than a player that is so talented and that gives their all on every single possession.
Patterson works the left side there for Gallagher. Backdoor cut. They try to get the ball to Diener. Good hands again by Hatsakorzi. Out front to Bagley. He'll go up, and he'll lay it up and score it. Carter Bagley. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it that time, but he had enough presence of mind to make the layup, Roman, and then officiate the play at the same time. There's a three by Gallagher. No good. Tipped around and grabbed by Muser. Nice rebound by the big fella, Ashton Muser. All 6'8" from him. Over to Cam Williams. Back in the corner for Romo. Romo whips a one-arm pass over to Sebastian. Down to Muser. He'll go up, lay it up, and score it. Ashton Musser.
Beautiful ball movement, finding the open guy. Able to make him pay for an easy two at the bucket.
In the paint, low post presence there by Musser. He's got 6 points. It's 47-16. The student body here, they are all standing up. They have not sat down this entire game. There's also a new seating area, and that's upstairs, kind of the suite level, if you will. Some refreshments and some seats up there to watch the game. And how about the Dean of High School Sports, Kevin McCabe, in the building. Here comes Romo with numbers to Cam. Go up, and he'll throw it down with two hands. Another two-handed rim-rocking jam for Cam Williams. He's got 3 dunks in this basketball game. It's 49-16. We're going to take a quick timeout. 4:29 to go on this one. It's the Knights in cruise control.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Just think they're going to get better when this guy Reardon comes back.
And I can't even fathom that.
Welcome back inside Bull Gymnasium. Our clock operator tonight is Frank Alcacer. Our shot clock operator is Eric Green. Our trainer is Gerard Moots. The AD is Jose Lucero. Jose, a football coach. Always does a nice job. Coach Lucero spent some time at Desert Edge. Helped put that program on the map. There's Cam with a steal in the open court. In space, here he comes. He'll go up and he'll jam it again. Dunk number 4 for Cam Williams. And right now, he's going to turn this into a dunk contest if he wants to.
4 straight jams this quarter, and man, it is awesome to watch.
Musser's pass up court's taken away. That's a steal by the Badgers' Jackson Kleiman. He tries to take it in deep, and this time he's going to be at the free throw line after getting his hands smacked in the act of shooting. And the foul will be assessed to the St. Mary's Knights. Ashton Musser, the 6'9" junior forward, got his hand caught in the cookie jar on that one. That's a good foul. Kleiman on his way. Here comes Kleiman, the senior. For Kleiman, he played in 13 games last year, averaged just under a point. 51-17. It was 9-3 when this game began. Roman, that was a long time ago, but the Knights have responded with that early season adversity.
They responded quick and fast, and it really is cool to watch with a team that's so talented, plays with this much effort. And this is going to be a hard team to slow down, especially when they add some pieces in this back end of the year.
The Knights have open division aspirations. Cam Williams, a 3, size it up, knock it down.
He can do it all. He can get you in the post. He can get you in the perimeter. He can do about it all, and he's going to get you on defense with another poke.
He has a game-high 23 points as Cam Williams, and that's one of the things that we talked about, Roman, in the open. What will we see from Cam tonight? Again, you get that top billing as one of the most explosive, one of the most athletic players in the country. Again, already committed to Duke University. That's ACC hoops at its finest, and he has put on a show.
Yeah, he's just going to get called for his 3rd foul of the night, but he's living up to everything that everyone has talked about him. 23-9, he looks like a 5-star Duke commit, so he's living up to everything, and this Knights team isn't ranked number 47th in the nation for no reason. They play a lot of national games, 6 to be specific, all over the country. So the Knights have big aspirations for the year and big expectations.
Modern Day highlights that list. They'll go to Massachusetts, and they'll play some of the best teams in the country, and it's all set up. They're going to be on the East Coast. They'll be on the West Coast. They will play some of the toughest competition. And Coach Lopez says, hey, I'm not going to back down from anybody. We'll play anybody anywhere in the country. And you got to like that schedule. And when you have these types of players and their makeup and you want to play in big games, and it goes back to that same analogy, but it's cliche, but iron sharpens iron.
Exactly, and last year it's like the Knights kind of showed, hey, we're a serious team to be talked about country-wise, and that's what they're doing this year. They're capitalizing off a huge year last year, and they're taking it to everybody no matter where they are.
So it's free throws here for the Badgers. At the stripe, it's Pedro Jimenez. Jimenez, a first-year player here. We asked Coach Stedman for 3 keys to be successful tonight. Handle pressure and take care of the basketball. Rebound and control the paint on both ends. Hasn't worked out quite like that, and Cam Williams has an awful lot to do with that.
Yeah, it looks like the Knights knew this game plan and countered it to perfection. Everything going wrong for the Badgers, but we see what they could salvage here in this last half. Find the identity, very young team, and take the wins where you can get them and progress as the season goes on.
Cam pushes it up the court. He'll feed the corner, shoot a 3 from Romo, no good. Rebound by Hatzakorzian, and his shot was deflected down low. That's a good defensive play there by the Badgers. That was Pedro Jimenez.
He's been all over the court, and it's very fun to watch. He's moving on all sides of the balls, and he's showing everything that he can.
Thursday night, just one program reminder. Thursday night, the Basha Bears will be here. Coach Gronehouse, Mr. McGee, and the rest of the Basha Bears will be here Thursday night inside Bull Gymnasium. And that sets up to be one of the greatest clashes in the state in the early going of this season.
And that's a huge game for both teams. The Basha Bears, obviously huge school, 6A division. And then you got the 4A Knights showing that, hey, we're 4A, but we're here to compete. We can compete with anybody. We're going nation. We can go to Arizona. That's a huge slam there.
So Jolly on the back door. Nice feed there from Gallagher, and Jolly goes in and throws it down. A two-handed jam. And that looked pretty impressive from Drew Jolly, just a sophomore. Here comes Prescott on the run out. Hanging up and hitting for the Badgers was Pedro Jimenez.
He's playing his heart out.
You gotta like what these guys have done off the bench here for Coach Stedman. Coach Stedman has won 108 ball games and lost only 66. Bagley, he'll rise up, shoot a 3-pointer, and knock it down.
Bagley stops the run and snaps them back into reality as a huge 3 there, slows it down completely.
And there's another 3-pointer from the right angle. That was 3-on-3 crime right there for the Knights, providing the defense. That was Elijah Romo, and I think he got too much of the shooting hand of Pedro Jimenez. So Jimenez, up off the bench, has played some good minutes, and he's hard-working minutes, as Roman Floco pointed out, that this group off the bench for Coach Stedman has provided a little spark and some energy for the Badgers.
Yeah, very young core for the Badgers coming off the bench, but this is the future of this team, and they keep all of them. You got a bright future in all these young guys who are getting some good minutes against a very solid St. Mary's Knights team.
This weekend, Basha will take on, St. Mary's will take on Basha on Thursday night. Then on Saturday, they'll be at Overland. They'll get Sunny Slope next Saturday. Benson Tech will be on the slate. Upper Arlington, among others. Musser down low.
And just this first set of games, there's a trip to Colorado and Ohio in there, so a lot of traveling for the Knights.
Drew Jolly with the basket. You're right. This St. Mary's club will pick up some frequent flyer miles, to say the least. Bagley by himself. He'll shoot a triple and knock it down. Nothing but nylon for Carter Bagley. And that was an in-rhythm triple, Roman. Great pass from the opposite side.
It was beautiful. Carter Bagley shoots that ball with so much confidence, and he's going to keep it going. Oh, gets called on a foul. Nearly poked it away and took it to the other side.
We go back to Cam for a moment, because Cam has shown you his shot blocking ability. We've seen the wingspan. We've seen him run the open floor. Some great passes in the corner, and he rebounds it well. And then the dunking prowess. He has been as advertised and then some. Clock stopped 65 seconds ago. The fans in the suite level here inside Bull Gymnasium, a lot of kids, and they're jumping up and down, hooting and hollering, throwing up their hands, making it difficult for the Badgers, Pierce Tenney, to shoot.
That is quite the sight to see in a high school gymnasium.
Free throw no good. Hatzakorzian with a rebound. The 6'4" senior on the push up to Cam Williams. Boy, if you're Prescott's, that'll have their number. That's number 30 who checked in. And he was playing a little D on Cam Williams, as that shot is no good. And driving down the lane and throwing it up there and scoring it is Pedro Jimenez.
Tough layup.
Talk about in traffic. That was a nice basket there by Jimenez. Bagley again, he'll shoot another 3 and drop it home. Carter Bagley from distance knocks down the triple. It's true, it's 65-30. It's the Knights by 35 here.
Back-to-back threes from Bagley. And an air ball there, and now they're going to go back on the offensive side.
Pierce Tenney missed it. Roman a 3. Corner pocket shot, no good. Rebound into the hands there of Pedro Jimenez. Boy, the student body was ready to light up this Prescott team. Hatsakorzi in the fade, and the shot's no good. The student body wants to roar. They want to explode. 2 seconds, good if it goes, and the shot is good. Prescott's Pedro Jimenez hits the three-pointer as time expires, and as they hit 0-0 here at the end of 3, our score, the St. Mary's Knights 65, the Prescott Badgers 33.
There you go. Thank you so much. I brought an extra bottle of wiper fluid. And Shammy, her favorite Shammy, she loves it. And a little something special for story time. Thanks. Oh, here's our number just in case you have any questions, and just be a couple hours.
The Crown is always ready for a night out. Sorry. Get 4.49% on the 2025 Crown or 4.99% on the new RAV4 or 2025 Camry. Toyota, let's go play.
This glorious Whataburger is nice. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
And we're back with you here inside Boole Gymnasium with Roman Floco. I'm Kevin Derryberry at 65-33. It's been all nights. Again, to repeat, Prescott opened up a 9-3 lead, and the Knights went on a 26-0 run, and here we are. It's 65-33. Roman shoots another 3. No good. High in the air to get the rebound was Cam Williams. He'll drop it out down low for Musser, and Musser will go up strong and use the window and score it.
This crowd erupts at the fact that the score is 67. Great joke. They're loving it.
Zarab up off the bench. He'll come in. That 3 does not go for the Badgers. We will play the final 8 minutes under the AIA running clock. After 30, it will run. Once we get inside a minute, it will stop. Cam Williams, baseline drive, step back, shoot it, and hit it. Cam Williams. He's done just about everything here. That one good from 18, and it's now 69-33. Cam Williams approaching another double-double. He's almost at 30. And Roman, you said on the push, laid up, it's Musser again. Bagley with a pass from center court. What a great find by Carter Bagley. And now this thing's opened up. 3, no good. I don't think for the Badgers you want to run here. That pass is stolen. Good work there by Pedro Jimenez. He'll take it in, and as he goes up strong, he's going to be hit with some contact. It's the big fellow, the 6'8" Musser there. Roman, you had mentioned about the double-double prowess last season for Cam Williams. I think he's right there again here tonight with yet another double-double.
Yeah, and he just continues to show out. And to average this on a consistent basis, looking to do it for 2 years in a row, that's truly something to not talk about, because that is an amazing accomplishment at any level of this game. And to do it to back-to-back years in a huge season for the St. Mary's Knights, I'd be excited looking towards the season.
Coach Lopez will take Williams out along with Musser. Those guys put in a night's work here. St. Mary's sitting with 71 points. Free throw is good. Tell you what, Roman, this young man, Pedro Jimenez, has certainly provided a nice lift and provided some energy here for the Badgers.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of things that didn't go your way tonight if you're a Prescott Badger, but one of the few highlights is Pedro Jimenez. He's been playing his heart out. He shoots the ball well, coming up on the defensive end, not backing down. So there's one thing you take away positive is you might have future star on the bench for you.
Ondua had a handle for a minute. Now it's Bagley working the baseline over to Kewen to Ondua. He'll shoot a three. This one's no good, and it will go out of bounds, possession to the Prescott Badgers. And you've talked about the crowd ready to erupt at the last basket, and they get the notoriety for being one of the top student bodies in all the land here in the Southwest, and they have certainly been instrumental here in that rowdy category.
They've lived up to it, man. I've heard about it. I've seen it on social media, but to experience this, I don't see one person in that crowd not wearing black, and that was the theme for tonight, and they've been loud, they've been effective, and if I was to interview any of these Prescott Badgers, they'd tell you one of the huge things about this stadium pulse is through the roof.
Inbound pass down to Kleiman. They get the ball into the hands of Caden Lozen. He'll work his way around the defense, throw up a shot with the left hand, can't get it, and Zarab gets the rebound. Over to Bagley at midcourt. They double team Bagley. It looks like Prescott just trying to provide some pressure up top. It's Bagley again. He'll shoot a three and knock it down again. Carter Bagley continues to hit the super shot of the AIA. He's been sizzling from outside the arc.
4 straight from the three-point land for Bagley, and it looks like he's another star that's to be added to the star-filled Knights lineup.
Bagley approaching 17 on this night. Inside 4 to go. There's an angle right jumper for the Badgers that time. It was Jackson Kleiman, and the senior will end up at the foul line for Kleiman.
And as of now, the stat sheet will show you that Bagley has 17 points, but if you were to watch this game, he's all over the place. He's diving on the ground for balls, he's full court pressuring, he's doing about everything you could ask from any player at any level, so it's really fun to watch there.
You talk about the hustle level you're getting at from Carter Bagley. He is giving you a ton of energy. He's playing valuable minutes, and he's delivering with his opportunities. And he's also shooting the ball very well. There's a coach change here for Damon Lopez, and now on the court for St. Mary's is Nick O'Neill. He played briefly in that first half. 3:09 to go. It's 74-35. Free throw is good for Kleiman.
And that's part of the game where you see a lot of these guys come off the bench, a lot of young guys to show what they got to be able to compete at this next level. Some great valuable minutes here to take away.
Sebastian Ondua is one of those players that we want to see. Just a freshman. Good movement there. Now it is O'Neal, who had it for second, and his pass right in front of the St. Mary's bench was knocked away. Carter Bagley's night is over. He'll finish with an outstanding effort, playing great ball. 3-and-D guy for Carter Bagley. Shooting the three and playing some great D. Now we'll get a whistle here from across the court. Kenny Hostler with the call. Checking in for St. Mary's is Jacob Lowe. So Lowe has checked in. I asked Jacob if he can have an all-expenses-paid trip anywhere in the world. He's going to Dubai. A lot of guys actually said Dubai, believe it or not.
Dubai, big destination spot as of recent. A lot of money over there, I heard.
A lot of cheddar for sure. Inside 2 to go. With Roman Floco, I'm Kevin Derryberry on the St. Mary's Knights Broadcast Network. We look to bring you all the home games and maybe a couple more along the way. Taking it in and finishing with his right hand is Chase Stedman. That's the coach's son, and like to see him finish strong in this game. That's what you're looking for if you're Prescott. How do you finish here in this one? There's another three opportunity. That one hit the side of the iron. Rebound controlled there by Prescott. Good rebound by Gallagher. That's Gallagher there. That rebound on the other side for Prescott, that was Jake Diener.
Yeah, this was just an absolute dominant performance on all levels of the ball for the Knights. And it got to be a sweet taste as they knocked off, the Prescott Badgers knocked off the St. Mary's Knights last year in their season opener by 18. So to come back, show off your first game of the year in this fashion, you got to be happy if you're Damon Lopez looking forward to these next games.
And here comes Prescott on a 3-on-2, and scoring it and getting fouled was Jake Diener. For the Knights on the other end, Nick O'Neill had a chance and just missed the bunny. So the clock will stop for the final minute, 56.7 to go. Some of the fans have parted ways here, get a little jump on the crowd, and the parking is very unique here on campus, Roman, as you are very well aware.
Yeah, it is a struggle, but Even as everyone clears out, not one person from the student section has left. They are here for the entire game and ready to erupt right there. But that just shows you how passionate this fan base is. I haven't seen one person leave.
They are here for the duration. As that three was hoisted up from the corner, wouldn't go. That, again, you mentioned the crowd. They would have erupted had the young man hit the three. So Rob fights for it, and Ondua comes away with it. Knights with numbers. That was Jacob Lowe who had that last three. Jacob Lowe takes it in, and he scores it. Jacob Lowe using the window. He's on the score sheet for the first time this year.
And the crowd erupts. You'd love to see that. Oh, tough.
Ondua trying to get the ball. You like the effort 6 seconds ago. The Knights are going to start the season here with a win. We roll over November to December. This is the first day of December. How about it? We are just days away now from Christmas, my friend.
Best time of the year. Finals week next week. Pretty excited. Got to lock in there for the grades. College is not easy.
I'm sure. Spending some time in the broadcasting program. Walter Cronkite School of Broadcasting at Arizona State University is my guy, Roman Floco.
Yes,
Free
sir.
throws good, 76-43. And the Knights will just dribble this out. Ondua will dribble it out. And the fans and the student body here with a nice ovation for St. Mary's. They finish it off 76-43, and they begin the season 1-0. And that's what it's about, defending their 4A crown, but they've got higher aspirations, bigger aspirations as they want to represent the state of Arizona in the open division and see if they can't play with the big boys like Millennium and Basho and other great programs.
And we're going to find that out on Thursday as they get their real test of the season, and it's going to be a fun one. A lot of star fielded from both ends of the floor. Basha Bears, obviously a dominant 6A force, and St. Mary's escaping as one of the favorites from the 4A division. It's going to be maybe an early opener.
Very good. We're going to take we're just going to pause for just a second as Coach Lopez will come over here, and we'll have a visit with Damon Lopez. And you got to love that, the student body. Coach Lopez, congratulations. Win number 1 for you here in your brand new season. First and foremost, let's begin with the crowd. Let's begin with the new digs here. How'd it turn out? The vision for Damon Lopez and the St. Mary's basketball program, day one.
We couldn't be happier with the turnout, everything that happened. With the crowd, the bleacher creatures are the best. And they bring it every night that we play here. They didn't let up tonight, so it was really nice. I thought our guys did a pretty nice job handling it. There was a lot of energy before the game and kind of had us, maybe a little too geeked up at times. But, I thought we settled in. Once we did settle in a little bit, we got a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. It was 9-3 Prescott. You took a timeout, and the next thing we know, you went on a 26-0 run. What'd you say in that timeout, if you can recall?
Hey, honestly, just to keep things simple. I thought our guys were pressing too much. I thought they were playing a little bit too fast. So I really wanted them just to compete defensively, keep them in front of us, and then offensively to play with pace, but then keep it simple too.
A lot of guys to compliment tonight, but we'll start with the franchise showing up and showing out. Cam Williams, we saw his versatility. Damon, we saw him run the floor, making passes. Obviously the game above the rim, but I thought he played great defense as well.
Yeah, Cam's game has just expanded so much in the last year. So he's been phenomenal to coach. He's super humble. He works hard. He listens. He does everything that you'd hope a gifted player would do. And I couldn't be happier with his progress and super proud of him.
If you're talking about a 1-2 punch, Carter Bagley alongside of Cam. Carter Bagley, he too ran the floor, played just suffocating defense, and then he was able to get those in-rhythm threes tonight and had a big night shooting the rock.
Yeah, Carter did a nice job once he settled in too. I thought he was one of those that kind of got sped up and did some things a little too fast. But he did settle in, and he's worked really hard at his perimeter shot, and he's done a really nice job of working and getting better with his outside shot. But we've told him to keep the ball moving and also keep himself moving, because the more he moves, then he's not as easy of a target. So he's getting a really good feel for the game. He's growing, he's maturing, and we're expecting a pretty big year from him this year.
I tell you, one guy I saw that, he probably won't fill the stat sheet up tonight, but when he did come out, he played with some rhythm, he played with some energy, and he had some showy kind of actions. We're talking about the young freshman, Sebastian Andua. What do you like from this young man's game?
Yeah, Sebastian's got a chance to be really good. So he still has a lot to learn. He's just a freshman, but he's got good court skills. He's got good ball skills. He understands the game a little bit, so we've just got to keep him moving in the right direction. We've got to make sure his frame of mind stays on point, and that he continues to grow and get better.
Coach, you'll enjoy this one here. Nice win. You open up the season with a dub, defending 4A state champions. We talked about the aspirations of playing and contending in the Open, but you get Basha, another great test for your club here on Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll see what we have to do against Basha. I mean, we're going to go in, chat a little bit, get back at it tomorrow at 3:15 here in the gym, and refocus and make sure that we're ready to go on Thursday.
Year number 9 starts with a big victory here at home, and you get to unveil your brand new gymnasium. Coach, I think you and your team, your administration, and you guys put on a show tonight, and that was a lot of fun.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here.
Damon Lopez, our guest here on the Knights post game, and Roman and I will wrap things up here for the St. Mary's Knights team. A lot of fun. Roman, you heard the coach standing next to him. He was excited about the debut for his gymnasium here. The crowd brought a ton of energy, and we saw Carter Bagley and Cam Williams, a little 1-2 punch with a really great complement of players. They were a lot of fun to watch tonight.
Yeah, Damon Lopez is going to go to bed with a smile on his face. He has himself a squad. They play with a lot of heart. They shoot the ball well. They play defense even better, and it gives them a lot of opportunities. So a lot of good things to look forward to in the St. Mary's squad.
You can see some highlights here with some great interior passing, and you saw the big fella muster down low, and it was just a great complimentary win. Your takeaways, Mr. Roman Floco, for your first broadcast in quite some time here, making your debut here on the Knights Network.
It was a lot of fun. I thank God for the opportunity. I thank you for being such a great guy, helping me through it. And, yeah, I had a lot of fun. Can't wait to keep doing it, and only going to get better from here.
Well, you could see the jam. It was a dunk session here for Cam. He was outstanding all night long. He did everything that you would expect. Blocked shots, passed it well. He ran the floor, shot the three as well. And it's just a tremendous supporting cast. Roman, I want to thank you for being with us. We talked about it with Coach Lopez for just a second. The Knights will enjoy this game, but they got Basha on Thursday night, and that'll be a great test to see where they're at here in the early stages of their campaign.
Oh, absolutely. You get a team very similar in talent and just at a higher division, and it's going to be a fun watch. You cannot miss that one on Thursday.
We'd like to thank our supporting cast for our outstanding broadcast crew. I want to thank you, Roman. I'm Kevin Derryberry. Until next time.